How do you unwind?
I take long, complex and involved shits.
Buffoonery.
How are you going to raise money for the NHS?
I'm doing a sponsored Whack the Rat.
Jam sale.
Fund a £15 million funding gap with a jam sale.
And marmalade.
Your earliest memory?
My earliest memory is of Jeremy Corbyn meeting members of Sinn Féin days after the Brighton bombing. Yes, I was 28 at the time, but my childhood and early adulthood were very unmemorable. Also, I was left near a powerful magnet early in 1984, which corrupted my memory files.
I distinctly remember Mumsy cradling me in her loving matronly arms before handing me over to Nanny. Oh, no, I'm fine. Buffoonery.
My mother looking down at her baby son and yawning.
What's your greatest achievement?
I once saw the face of John the Baptist in some toast.
Probably teaching Alex Salmon to dab. He's very good now.
I have the largest belt in all of UKIP. That's how I got elected. I took out my massive belt and I waved it above my head and screamed until they gave me my leader's sash, which was even bigger.
How do you unwind?
I'm really very normal. I just have my advisors loosen the restraining bolts in my gyroscopic cavity and let the spring that powers my motor functions slowly expand.
A day of badger buggery, mid-afternoon onanism and prawn cocktail crisps usually does it.
Here's a full English breakfast. Oh, sorry, they're mine. First, the sausage. Eggs. Treat yourself to 2. You can forage for mushrooms anywhere. I found these in Donald Trump's panty line. Beans. These can be cooked by being held in the hand of a child with a temperature. Oh, thank you, Donald. A full English breakfast.
Favourite EU country?
Britain. For now.
Listen, Hillary, that would be like picking a favourite disease or a favourite member of the feeling.
Views on the burqa?
I don't trust women if I can't see their whole face, or if they're wearing makeup, or if they have eyes.
If you could have dinner with one of your heroes, who would it be?
The little boy who sings Tomorrow Belongs to Me in Cabaret. Courageous lad, top stuff, good singing voice.
What's in your bag?
Nothing. Nothing, officer, nothing at all. That one's for the Fahrenheit.
What superpower would you like?
A better battery life, so I do not have to be recharged overnight, every night, only to jump from 43% to 1% at around 4 in the afternoon.
What's your favourite TV programme?
Bake Off. As a British tradition cheapened and demeaned by the need to make money, I think it's the perfect representation of the UK today. Also, I'm advised that everyone likes it, so it is my favourite.
Towie or Made in Chelsea?
Listen, I'm not going to give you a running commentary on either Towie or Made in Chelsea. Who needs real Cocoa Pops? For a budget version, just take some gravel from a child's knee. Then add cocoa. Delicious.
Favourite food?
Jam.
Favourite TV show?
Jam and not Jerusalem.
Math or PC?
I'm not going to choose between 2 global corporate monoliths. Every year when I do my taxes on time, I draw a copy of Microsoft Excel onto 8 sheets of graph paper and I spend 2 days gently tapping it with a pencil, because I don't spend any money.
Are you going to win the next election?
The mainstream media is obsessed with this question of who's going to win the next election. Why don't we talk about some real news, like the fact heart surgeons are using food banks, or our local schools are being turned into adventure playgrounds for Russian billionaires, and our lollipop ladies, they've been reduced to using real lollipops, or in one case in Leicester, a Freddo she had to pay out of her own pocket for. Elections aren't about winning or losing, about Freddos, aren't it?
Do you have any plans for after politics?
Yes, I plan to roll around the length and breadth of the country in an inflatable, transparent plastic sphere, whilst commenting on the dreadful state of public services. The working title is, it's all been with Corbyn.
What do you think is the greatest threat to humanity?
Oh, Shirley's amazing competence. And also, there's quite a wobbly paving stone near my house, and I'm just worried that it might cause a bit of a palaver if someone tripped over it.
It's a good night in for you.
Oh, bottle of wine, me and the dogs, and a marathon of the Saw movies. I find brutal violence very relaxing.
And what is your opinion of Plaid Cymru's bid for Welsh independence?
I thought Leanne Wood was a national park in Argyll.
Do you play any sport?
Badminton, bee racing, strip badminton, strip bee racing. That's it.
Boris, what appeals to you so much about Greek mythology?
All the nude people on the vases.
What's your favourite sex position?
Male supremacy.
What item would you take to a desert island?
Nigella Lawson.
What would you say to accusations that you use eccentric language to distract from the fact that everything you say is very little substance?
I would conjecture that any blithering popinjay that tried to put forward that frumpy-wumpy argument is a bibbling poop-poop with a spillying wobby-bob. Absolute triples.
Here's some teddy bear-shaped ham called Billy. What a thing to warm the heart of a child. Here's what you get for 6.8p. And don't come whining to me for disability benefits, Billy.
What will be on your gravestone?
I'd like it just to say, fair play. You did use trident after all.
Here lies Nicola Sturgeon, keen amateur gymnast, first president of an independent Scotland, and the first person to find the Holy Grail and harness its powers for good.
Mr. Nuttall, how does the Australian-style point system work?
If you want to go to Australia and you're a good guy, then you get a point. But if you're bad, like if you're going to kill someone, they take away a point. And so we should be giving more points to the people. If you're not from round here and if you don't look like a British, we should take away the point. I just don't want any foreign people in my country.
How are you, Boris?
I want to die. I'm completely alone in the world. Do you know my sister joined the Lib Dems?
What will you do on your first day in number 10?
It couldn't be more ordinary. I will pour myself 80 millilitres of medium dry Italian white wine, kick off my designer foot coverings, and call in an airstrike on Yemen to show our continued support for our good friends in Saudi Arabia. Then we'll probably get a takeaway and eat it off the boxes.
Oh, I'd familiarise myself with recycling protocols. Probably write 3 haikus for the captains of the nuclear submarines and have a lukewarm bath. Then I'd just wander the corridors for a while to see which ones have echoes.
First of all, I'd like to say how grateful I am for the opportunity to address the mobile skin bags of sentient muscle and adipose tissue that make up the British electorate. Your loyalty has been noted, and in the weeping years to come, your families will be spared.
Firstly, I'd just like to echo that, and then to state my vision for a more mottled Britain. Curved, not angular. Upwards, not sideways. Susan, not Jemima. We are committed to running a positive campaign that appeals to people's hopes, and not a negative one about how Theresa May looks like she's got spiders crawling around inside her shoulders.
Imagine you going to Brexit naked and alone, with poo coming out of your bum.
Childish. I'll have Keir Starmer right next to me, very much as nude as I am, shooting enormous firm stools right from the centre of his sensible anus, straight into the eye of Jean-Claude Juncker.
But Jeremy, I must say, aren't you ashamed of the people you cozy up to? The IRA, Hamas, Russell Brand?
That's a smear. I utterly condemn the IRA, and I condemn the Loyalists, and I condemn Hamas, and I condemn Israel, and I condemn Russell Brand, and I condemn branded yogurts.
What Jeremy doesn't realise that there is no such thing as the magic money tree. There is such a thing as the magic nuclear submarine tree, but Jeremy is too cowardly even to shake it. He wouldn't use trident, he wouldn't orbit, he can't bear the sight of a snake.
I'll have you know I have excellent oral hygiene. I brush my teeth every day with some ash on a stick handed to me through my bathroom window by a squirrel. You haven't even told people how much they'll have to pay for social care.
That's not true. We've been very clear that the lowest people will be left with is definitely £100,000, but it would be foolish to tell anyone what the upper limit would be. We know where the floor is, but the ceiling could be very high, like a cathedral or open-air swimming pool. Let us ask ourselves, can we trust a man who would rather tend vegetables than tend his country?
Yes.
If I lose only 6 seats, Jeremy Corbyn will become the weakling king of Europe. He'll sell out our fisheries to the Portuguese before you can say terrorist sympathiser.
Wait, is your mouth upside down?
A vote for the Conservatives is a vote for strength, stability and a brighter future outside Europe, where only the strongest survive in the struggle for rainwater, and we refuse to join the euro, instead using our new currency of radioactive mouse carcasses, and we all come together as one united country to huddle under tarpaulins when the acid snow starts to fall.
It is. It's completely upside down.
Buffoonery.
And the new Prime Minister of the United Kingdom is Jeremy Corbyn.